Picture this. It's 1299 and a guy named Osman I decides to start an empire. Fast forward 600 years, and his descendants are running a massive chunk of the world. By the 19th century, the Ottomans were the sick man of Europe. While everyone else was inventing steam engines and telegraph lines, the Ottomans were still trying to keep their massive empire from falling apart. World War I was the final nail in the coffin for the Ottoman Empire. They picked the wrong team. Sorry, Germany. And by 1922, it was game over. But hey, at least we got some great food and architecture out of it, right? Who brought down the Ottoman Empire? Well, it's a bit like asking who ate the last cookie. Everyone's a suspect. You've got the European powers, hungry for a piece of the Ottoman pie. Then there's the various ethnic groups within the empire, each with their own "I'm too cool for Ottoman school" attitude. The decline was a slow burn, starting in the late 18th century and reaching its fiery finale in the early 20th. Why did the Ottoman Empire fall apart? Well, it's a classic case of too much of a good thing. The empire had expanded faster than a teenager's appetite, gobbling up diverse territories and peoples. But managing all that diversity, not so easy. Nationalism was the catchy new tune that everyone wanted to dance to. Suddenly, being part of a massive, multi-ethnic empire wasn't cool anymore. Everyone wanted their own country, their own flag, and probably their own Eurovision entry. The Balkans, in particular, caught the independence fever hard.
How did this Balkan breakdown happen? It was a domino effect of epic proportions. Greece, Bulgaria, Romania, they all decided it was time to break up with the Ottomans. The birth of the Balkans as we know them today was a messy affair.
Section 4, From Fez to Fedora, Cultural Shifts in the Post-Ottoman World. As the Ottoman Empire crumbled, the cultural landscape of the Balkans and the Middle East underwent a makeover more dramatic than a reality TV show transformation. Out went the fez, in came the fedora. Traditional Ottoman customs were suddenly as outdated as using a horse and buggy to commute to work. In Turkey, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk decided it was time for a national glow-up.
He was like that friend who comes back from summer vacation with a whole new wardrobe and attitude. Suddenly, Turkey was all about westernization. The Arabic script ditched for the Latin alphabet. The Islamic calendar swapped for the Gregorian. It was like Turkey woke up one day and decided to cosplay as a European country.
Section 5. The Ottoman Legacy, more than just good coffee and comfy furniture. So, what did the Ottoman Empire leave behind besides a killer recipe for Turkish delight? Well, for starters, they left us with a geopolitical jigsaw puzzle that would make even the most patient diplomat tear their hair out. The Middle East? Yeah, you can thank or blame the Ottomans for a good chunk of those border issues.
But it's not all doom and gloom. The Ottoman Empire also left behind some seriously impressive architecture. Have you seen the Hagia Sophia? It's like they decided to build a church, then a mosque, then a museum, and somehow made it all work.
Let's not forget about the food. The Ottoman Empire spread its culinary influence faster than you can say pass the baklava. From the Balkans to the Middle East, you can still find traces of Ottoman cuisine. And let's be honest, we're all better off for it.
Section 6. Lessons learned how not to run an empire. Looking at you, future superpowers. So, what can we learn from the Ottoman Empire's big oopsie? First off, maybe don't try to conquer half the known world.
Secondly, if you're going to run an empire, try to keep up with the times. The Ottomans were like that uncle who still uses a flip phone and doesn't understand why everyone's so obsessed with the internet. By the time they realized they needed to modernize, it was too little, too late.
Another hot tip? Maybe don't side with a losing team in a world war. The Ottomans backing Germany in World War I was like betting your life savings on the Washington Generals to beat the Harlem Globetrotters.
But perhaps the biggest lesson we can learn from the Ottoman Empire is this. All good things must come to an end. Empires rise and fall, borders change, and history marches on. So the next time you're feeling on top of the world, just remember, even the mightiest empire can end up as a punchline in a history essay.